This is a previous partner of mine, through whom I undoubtedly, based on the testing dates, which I brought in here, contracted chlamydia through, and then I was not able to be on a film shoot. That's my main source of income. So because I tested positive before that shoot, I lost $4,000. I met him because he was my trainer at the gym. And after I told him that he had given me, he ghosted me. He stopped responding to my texts and emails. He cleared out from the gym when I would come.
Wait a minute. You said it was your trainer at the gym. Well, it was obviously more than that.
So he would train me, and then he would ask me out to lunch.
I wouldn't ask her out to lunch. It was breakfast. It was the last session that I had in the morning, and we would go out. I asked her to be one of my clients in the beginning, just because I noticed that she did some work. She had a good following on her Instagram. I thought it would be good to promote my business that way.
Oh, so you really saw her at the gym and was like, she's got a lot of followers. I'm going to try to train her.
No, so a friend of mine, like the other trainers at the gym, they're like, oh yeah, like you should go talk to the clients, because that's what we do at the gym when we see people come in. We just kind of go build rapport with them, talk to them, communicate with them. But that just comes into play later on down the road with the whole follower situation. I just wanted the trainer to see if she wanted to do some more training sessions. And
and she said yes.
Yeah, she said yes.
Did she buy a training package?
She did.
How many training sessions?
She bought a month's worth for about 12 of them for $50 per training session.
I was about to say, what kind of gym y'all
12
running?
training sessions for $50, Your Honor.
So $600.
Correct.
All right. How many training sessions did you go to before you all decided to take this relationship further?
Of the package that he's referring to, the $600, none. So he owes me the whole amount. I was training with him beforehand. I've known him for a couple months. I just want to be clear that, just because of what I do for a living, this was my personal life, and I actually was not in him despite dating and spending a lot of time together for 3 months after meeting, and we were together one time. And I can show you the dates. We were away for the weekend, and that's how I contracted.
Okay, so tell me the dates.
In between 12/3, the negative test date, and 12/7, 12/6 is when I tested, and then I received my positive result on the 7th.
Were you having unprotected with any other person besides Mr. Talley?
No.
And we had...
Where you weren't in a relationship with anybody else?
No.
Okay. All right. Mr. Talley, how do you respond to that?
So even when we had and everything, but we had used as well. So I don't necessarily know where she's getting this I'm giving her type of thing. So that's where I'm getting really confused. I mean, what she does is her profession is that, respectfully, she gets paid to be a film star. And that's fine with... I thought I'd just try that out and knock that off my bucket list. Just to be something, not bucket list, but it was something new for me that I was willing to open my mind towards.
No, you said what you were really thinking. You had bucket lists. Don't try to clean it up.
He said what he said.
He said what he said. Right, Sean? So you had this thing that you wanted to be in with a film star.
I would say maybe, as we got to know each other, maybe that fantasy just kind of played out a little bit in my head. But I mean, that wasn't my intentions when I first had met her per se.
Okay.
But that makes sense.
So the truth is you all were... Did you use...
Yes.
We did, but I don't mean to overshare details in this setting, but there was an issue with the... It slipped off a couple of times. It was a little bit too large.
What stands out from the get-go is a specific pattern, and it is an avoidance from the defendant when accountability is introduced. She is raising a serious issue, and he disappears instead of addressing it. It shines a light on him having selective participation. He was present when he had access to her, when there was a benefit, and then when it was low risk. He exited when the stakes increased and when accountability came into play. So he is engaging for gain and exiting under pressure. Instead of information avoidance, if his position were strong, engagement helps him. Ghosting does just the opposite. It removes his ability to control the narrative, and it leaves only space for her version of the events. This is what happens with short-term thinking, because ghosting can be a tactic to avoid immediate conflict or delay consequences, but it creates an escalation, as we're seeing with them being in court, and also a loss of credibility. There's also inconsistent alignment to his own claims. So he's saying there's no unprotected exposure and he doesn't really understand her claim, yet his behavior doesn't match his confidence. A confident denial typically looks like a willingness to engage and a direct response. Let's keep going.
The incident happens, the condom comes off, you get tested again on 12/7.
12/6, and I received my results on 12/7.
Did you reach out to Mr. Talley?
I did reach out to Mr. Talley, and he would not respond to me. He ghosted me, which is how I also lost out on the training package that I had paid him for. And he tried to physically escape the gym when I arrived there to speak to him. And
really?
He has not been tested for chlamydia.
I have not been tested.
He refuses to be tested.
Why wouldn't you be tested?
I haven't gotten tested because I just didn't have any symptoms, or like I didn't have anything going on, or I felt just fine as a man and everything going on.
But if you know and you've been informed, and even if you say, I'm not the one that gave it to her, if you've been in contact with someone who has tested positive, why wouldn't you be responsible enough to get yourself tested?
No, you're absolutely right, Your Honor. It's just at that time, like I said, she was the only one. I wore condom. I didn't feel any symptoms. And like I said, I just wasn't like I felt just fine.
All right. And so then why didn't you return her calls?
The reason why I didn't return her calls is because, like I said, there was just that line of professionalism that kept being crossed. She was getting more interested. And like I said, I wasn't looking for the relationship.
But she had given you her money for another package.
So yes. But that was in exchange for her promoting my business and our workouts on her Instagram, which she didn't really necessarily do, or she didn't do.
Oh, so you're saying that you had told her, I'm going to give you this reduced rate and you promote me on your IG.
Yes.
But she never did it.
And she didn't. No, she did not. And
so what, you felt like you were going to keep that $600?
No, so I didn't keep the whole thing. There was just a certain amount that needed to be arranged going back and forth with that. But
what needed to be arranged?
Well, in regards to the payment, so because I kept asking her to post and she kept instigating on like going out again, not past just the personal training and the business side of things. She wanted to keep hanging out and work out. And I can give you the text messages for
Please do, because I know.
Yeah. Please, here you go.
Oh, it's me too.
Yeah. So I'm in the white right there. So.
Okay, Mr. Talley. So you say, hey, can you post today?
Exactly.
She says, I'll get to it. You want to go to the movies? Okay, so you're saying she's changing the subject.
Correct.
Or maybe she's just already been dating you for 90 days, so it's like, I'll post, but you want to go to the movies.
I would say it's getting to know you.
No, I want you to post, you say. And I'll see you at our workout tomorrow.
Yes.
And you say, you don't have to be so short. I'm not being short. I'm talking about my business. You're getting a discount for exposure. I'm just asking that you hold up your end. Do you remember negotiating for this discounted rate?
Yes, that is true. I posted twice for my trainer on my Instagram.
You did?
Yes.
And was there a designated amount of posts that you were supposed to do for the money you were paying?
No, there was an agreement that I would refer other trainees to him, that I would make him visible on my Instagram. And
all right.
None of that happened though.
All right. Did you ever talk to her about her contracting the? Did you ever communicate with her after she was trying to call you?
We just had communicated briefly about these personal training packages, but after that, I just wanted to leave it alone because, she's always with a bunch of guys posting on her Instagram, and for her to just accuse me of me giving her when I'm not the only one that she's always with, that's what just really threw me off.
Who is she with?
Just other guys that she hung out with. Her other friends. Her other stars that she likes to work with. That's just...
Well, at work, they're in a very controlled environment. Yes. Producing. So what?
Well, no, what I mean is I'm not the only one that's getting posted on her Instagram. She's also with her other male friends that I don't know anything.
Oh, so you think you're one of many? You think she was with other people?
Yes, I do. I can't say that it's just me per se. It's what she does for work and she just needs to put in her runs.
Okay. I've heard enough. Because what you said right there, it don't make any sense. Because if you really thought she was with a whole bunch of people, when she told you she had contracted an you would have run your little behind somewhere to somebody's clinic and got tested, because if you think she's everywhere, then you could think that you really had something.
Okay.
But it sounds like to me, if anybody around, it really was you.
So it looks like he made decisions based on comfort and not responsibility. His statement that he felt fine means that he misunderstands risk, and that does not track with how the situation works. The key moment being he knew she tested positive, and he still chose not to act. That keeps confirming a pattern of avoidance, and him saying he was trying to stay professional or she was getting too interested. The new explanation was created after the fact to justify his exit. He also redirected his own actions to spotlight her. He did that by shifting the focus onto her behavior, him bringing up the other guys, her social activity, the doubt about her claim. None of that changes that he was directly notified and that he still chose not to act. It shows that your actions prove what you actually believe. Let's find out the verdict.
Because when she called you about the positive test, you ghosted her. And you ghosted her with her $600. Then you say she never posted. She says she did post twice. So that's another conflict in your testimony. I don't believe nothing you're saying, Mr. Talley. I really don't. It has been determined by this court, judgment for the plaintiff, Miss Christian, for $4,600 because you knew her profession and you knew that she would miss work because of it.
Got it. But I mean, there's no proof that I gave her. I mean, I'm just really confused on like, where does this show that I gave her that per se? Like,
there is no direct proof that you gave it to her. What the proof is that you are the only person in this scenario acting like you don't have credibility. Judgment for the plaintiff, $4,600. Court is adjourned.
She didn't have to prove exactly how it happened. Rather, the judge looked at what was reasonable. So that leads us to our big life lesson. Taking responsibility is not about admitting fault. It's what shows your character when things don't go your way. Do better. Take responsibility early. And let me know in the comments, when something goes wrong, are you looking at what actually happened or who actually stepped up and handled it? And as always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, follow, and share, and I will see you again soon.